Hello fellow cineenthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reel's movie review. Today's movie is Song of the Thin Man. It is the last Thin Man movie in the series, and I am here once again with my lovely companion, Kimi. Yay! And as I said, it's the last Thin Man movie in the series.
I know.
Thoughts and feelings, we've shared a good ride so far.
Yeah.
So once again, Nick and Nora are in maybe the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the right time. They were taking a little cruise, a gambling cruise, whatever it was, drinking, of course, back to their drinking. And there is a band playing with a lead singer, a female lead singer, and the band leader is a slime ball. He's not really that good. Nobody really likes him. He kind of messed with the lead clarinet player, screwed with his mind a little bit probably, and then the band leader, he has some gambling debts and he's like a little not that nice, and he gets shot by someone and Nick and Nora wind up getting in the middle of it as usual because they were friends with somebody who's involved with the case, and you know, they're like, this time they weren't really reluctant to get into it.
Yeah.
They really,
Nora, she always pushes them into it. But...
Yeah, but like, she really wasn't like totally pushing him, like, I think you should take it. She was just like, oh, you're gonna take it, and he's like, okay.
Right.
You know, and he kind of, I don't think he kind of felt like he had to do it. It was more just like,
he was like, alright, why not? He didn't push it away as quickly as all the other ones.
Exactly, and he just kind of did it. And of course, in the Nick Charles way, he is charming and he's very slick and very perceptive, and he gets it done.
Yeah.
The ending isn't like the other Thin Man movie endings. It does have a crowd, it does deal with the crowd, but it's not like...
It wasn't like, let's gather around all the suspects in one room and torture them until we figure out who did it.
Yeah, and I noticed again, I said this in the review for The Thin Man Goes Home, that it had much more of a noir feel than a comedic feel to it. I think this one was a little bit more serious. I think the comedy came from a lot of the 40s lingo. Like, there was a few scenes with some musicians and they were talking a lot of lingo. I compared it to like internet slang. Like,
forget it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what anybody's talking about
I have
anymore.
no idea. Like, I'd learn it from some of the videos that I watch, and even then it's like half of them don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just learned what "don't pour my cereal" means, and you know,
like bae. I think you told me what bae was. I had no idea what it was.
I did. I told her what bae was and what an OTP was. Finally, Nora was not pushed to the side. Nick wasn't like trying to protect her. She just came along with him wherever he went.
Yeah, she got shot at.
Yeah. Well, they both did. Well, it wasn't meant for them. Yeah, it wasn't meant for them.
It was actually aimed at her.
Yeah. And she goes along with him. I mean, they're like, she's literally falling asleep.
Yeah, falling asleep in somebody's house.
Yeah.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, they're going out really early into the day, and Nora just falls asleep, the poor thing, but she has to know what's going on. She has to be in the middle of that action.
Can't not know.
No, but I think this time they let her go along with him because it was the last movie.
Yeah, so she can't not be in it.
They had to let her tag along and have more screen time. Yeah. You know, you don't want to say goodbye to them, and you need to have them.
To just be Nick and not Nora.
Yeah, and I like that a lot. And they didn't make her look stupid.
No,
which was
good.
Oh, that was fantastic.
The kid was back, but he wasn't really.
Yeah, no, the kid was back. They were just like, "What kid?" And then it was like, "Oh, we have a kid. Let's check in on him. Let's be worried about him." Actually, in one scene, and then that was it. Yeah, that was really it.
He wasn't in it.
Yeah, I have to say though, I'm going back and rewatching this. I haven't watched this, I think, since the first time I saw the series a few years ago. And it's actually not as bad as I thought. Like, I had always just dismissed them like, oh, it's the last two, don't even bother. But I really find that their dynamic is really good. And that, I mean, they kind of made fun of Nora a little bit, and Thin Man Goes Home.
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, but this time, like I said, it had more of a noir, more of like a serious feel to it.
The Thin Man Goes Home more than this one.
Yeah.
I think the two with the kid are my least favorite, but I did like the Thin Man Goes Home a lot.
Yeah.
This one was still really, like, they're all worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I really like Nora's costumes, actually.
Yeah.
Nora's costumes were like the
She was
best
so
since
pretty.
since like the first one. I'd say that the costumes were the best. And as Myrna Loy ages, she gets
She doesn't look like she aged at all.
no.
I was saying we were watching, and William Powell actually looks older for the first time in this movie.
Mhm.
But Nora, or Myrna Loy, still looks exactly the same
Yeah.
as she did in
Yeah.
the first one.
She hasn't changed.
She doesn't age that.
No, you could
But,
just tell what year it is really by her hair and the clothes.
Yeah, her
Like,
hair is
that's-
definitely different.
Yeah, her hair and her clothes, you can definitely tell as the years progress. But really, like, you can tell the subtle changes in her face, but not. I mean, she's
it's
still
not as noticeable as William Powell.
Yeah.
Well, he's so much older than her. But
Yeah,
still,
she was 42 when this movie was made.
and he was what, like 59, 60?
He was pushing 60. He was almost there. He was getting there. But they still
Still look good.
Yeah, and they're still going
He
for
was
it. They
charming and all
Yeah.
the other fun stuff.
Yeah, and they really never lost their chemistry. I think as the movies go on,
It gets
their-
better.
Yeah, their chemistry gets a lot better, and it really kind of culminated. I want to say maybe it's me pushing my feelings on towards it, but it's almost like maybe you can kind of tell that they knew it was the end and they were saying goodbye to Nick and Nora. And it was, they kind of played it a little
Yeah.
not as upbeat as usual, but maybe it was the story
Yeah.
too, but
Yeah.
I want to say they weren't as upbeat
No.
as usual. They were still busting each other's chops a little bit
Yeah.
in certain scenes.
They weren't as playful.
Yeah, definitely.
As they
Yeah, that's it.
normally were.
That's the word. And the secondary cast is usually really good in this, but in their
like
movies,
any of
I
them.
didn't like the secondary cast too much.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
No, because nobody really stood out more than anybody else,
Mhm.
which is usually what happens.
Yeah.
But none of them really did.
Well, Keenan Wynn is in it. I think I've seen him in some movies, and he was okay. He was one of the people that was like spitting out some 1940s slang,
Yeah.
and you know, he was okay. I didn't find him that
They
funny.
were all okay.
Yeah.
They weren't. No one was better than the other.
Yeah, and it's not like you remember them. And like
Yeah.
actually, Nick and Nora were in it more than they
They were
usually
in it
were.
a lot.
Because in the other Thin Man movies, what would happen is they would set the story up even before Nick and Nora like got into the
Yeah.
film, and then it would kind of like flow back and forth. There'd be like whole 10-minute scenes without Nick and Nora.
Yeah.
This one they were just like in it.
Yeah.
But again, that could be down to like this was the last of the Thin Man movies.
Yeah. And there's a lot of ass stuff.
A lot of Asta. Ugh, I don't know what's more annoying sometimes in this series, the kid or the dog.
I like the dog.
No, I like the dog
the
too.
dog.
I like the dog, but I mean,
He's cute. He's a
this
good
series ended
helper.
on a shot of the dog. Like
Oh, yeah.
that.
It should have ended on Nick and Nora.
Yeah, that like made me mad. Like the last shot of Nick and Nora is them peeking in through Nick Jr.'s room and then looking at Asta, and then that's it. They close the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that pissed me off when I first saw it, and it still pisses me off to this day. I'm like, that's why I probably don't watch it, because the
Yeah.
ending, I can't stand the ending. But Asta, I mean, it was cute. I wish my dog could do at least one of the things that Asta can do.
Yeah. I wish my dog acted like a normal dog.
Yeah, right?
Dogs are very nice.
The Thin Man series as a whole is one of the greatest series you could ever watch. It was so perfectly casted, from Myrna Loy and William Powell as Nick and Nora Charles to the supporting cast. It was just so much fun. It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
It was a great ride.
Yeah, it definitely is. It just never gets old. Like, I got pissed off when Nick would push Nora to the side, but it's kind of like a little running gag, because then
Yeah.
Nora always gets him back.
Yeah.
Nora's always like, I got something that you did not have before. You know,
Yeah.
like, I got this information, and
It's like the key piece of information
Yeah,
that
yeah.
solves the whole crime.
and you don't get that in a lot of other movies from the 30s and the 40s. You really don't. So I think MGM did a good thing and kind of just let that continue, even though Nora had formed to society standards each time, you know?
Unfortunately.
But
She still made it a great character.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Nora is just such a great character. No matter what the writers did to her, she was still smart. She was
yeah.
still funny, even if they did dumb her down in a few
Yeah.
scenes in a few of the
Once
movies.
in a while.
I can't even tell you how much we both highly suggest that you sit and watch these movies if you have not, especially the first one. The first one is just way too perfect not to see. And you would miss out on such great acting by William Powell and Myrna Loy. Maybe biased and when I say that Myrna Loy is just such a fantastic actress, because obviously I adore her a little too much, but she really is one of the best actresses to have come out of the 30s and the 40s. She's just what I would hope actresses would aspire to be, and what actresses I think should be, because she always made Nora believable, but also in her other movies she made her characters believable. William Powell was he's fantastic. He really was. He had such a great comedic side, but also a great seriousness to him. They just complemented each other very well, and I don't want you to miss out on that. If you like movies in any way, Nick and Nora will be your OTP forever, and they will be your favorite characters. I can only hope that would happen. And you'd also be missing out on just some really great writing, great jokes, great scenes, interesting stories,
movie together, enjoying life.
Exactly.
You could just tell.
You'd just be missing out on so much, and if you're a cinema enthusiast like me, you're just gonna love them so much. Thank you for watching our review of Song of the Thin Man, and for sticking with us all these weeks to watch our review of the Thin Man series. We hope you absolutely enjoyed it, and we hope that you didn't mind us just going on and on about about Nick and Nora and how much we adore William Powell and Myrna Loy, because that's basically what keeps us watching the movies over and over again, and why we wanted to review them for you. If you liked our review of Song of the Thin Man in any way, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below so we can further discuss Song of the Thin Man as well as the other Thin Man movies in the series. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for future Classic Movie Thursdays and other movie reviews, and leave a comment if you want to see this face back again to review some more classic movies or other movies, and also let us know what other movie series, if you can think of any, that we should review. I'm sure there's a whole ton out there. I can think of some, but I want to know what you guys think, so leave a comment down below. As always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous. Bye!